God bless you. Welcome to day 73 of 100 Days of the Prophetic. We're in a time marked by division. We're in a time marked by misinformation. We're in a time marked by people who are in their own agendas, a very partisan time where there seems to be no unity, no clarity, and no collective focus on doing what's better for the next man or for the next woman. Unfortunately, because of the level of division in the world, the church has not stood as an exemplar of being a united front, but we have been a model for being divisive, for being carnal, for being petty, for being examples of everything that the world is being in and of their own right. And because of that, we are making the gospel look very shameful, and we're not bringing the glory to Christ that we should in the midst of this global crisis, in the midst of all that's going on in the world. And so the Father spoke to me, and he said that many of my people are wasting so much energy bantering and debating on Facebook and other social media platforms that they've abandoned the place of prayer and the place of Bible reading. He said that there are a lot of people who have literally replaced the time that they were spending with him in order to debate with people online. And so this is an hour not to be distracted. Just because you see what you perceive as a problem does not mean that God has assigned for you to be the solution for that. Just because you see an error does not mean that you have been given the authority to address that error. Furthermore, there are certain things that we think are errors, or certain things that we think are incorrect, when in reality we're the ones that are wrong. And we have to be careful about wanting to express our opinion so much. The Bible says in Proverbs 18:2, a fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but in only in expressing his opinion. Some people online, they're just talking because they want to be heard, and they have no validity, they have no clarity, they have no real insight. They just want to be heard, and we waste our times debating with those people. And sometimes we are those people. We want to be heard. We don't have any data. We don't have any verifiable statistics or facts. We just want to be in the discussion. We just want to air our opinion, whether it's about theology, about the coronavirus, whatever we're talking about. We just want to go back and forth and share our opinions. But we have to be mature, because the Bible also says that a fool is known by many words. Over the course of all of the crises that we've seen in 2020, I have begun to identify more fools than I've ever seen in my life. And I don't say that arrogantly, and I don't even say that to be funny. But the Bible says that a fool who keeps silent, right, is even thought to be wise. And so I've been able to see that a lot of people who I didn't consider to have foolish ways, the events that have gone on this year has inspired them to begin to speak so much and say so many things and speak on things that they don't understand, that they have no knowledge of, they have no background on. They just want to be heard. And so don't let that be you. If you are a mature believer, you can see something, you can think something, and you can discern whether it's for you to address or not. If you're a mature believer, you are trying to glorify Christ, and there are even some things that you are not going to deal with, or you're not going to open your mouth up about, because it will hinder your ability to share the gospel. It's going to hinder your ability to reach certain people. So based on your assignment, based on your calling, there are certain things that God gives you a grace for, and there are certain things that you don't. The word of the Lord for us in this season is to stay in our lane. Stay in your lane. Don't be distracted debating with people about things that you don't understand, about things that they don't understand. Furthermore, you find a lot of people who really know what they're talking about are just silent. They have nothing to say about the matter unless they are called upon, and that is maturity. Don't try to pretend to be an expert in something that you have, you have little knowledge about. We can debate about coronavirus, racial injustice, hydroxychloroquine. We can just go on about all of these things, but be careful to not assert yourself into a lane that God didn't call you to, because the moment you do that and you live in that place, you've opened up the door for deception. We should spend our energy and our time talking to God, studying the Word, and focusing on the things that He's assigned us to do, so that once this season is over, we're able to stand and we're able to go forth in the places and the arenas that God has called for us to. So stay focused, be encouraged, and be where God needs you to be.